Hello, welcome to our mathematics class. Today, we will talk about factoring the sum of two cubes. Alright, now here, the polynomial in a form a cube plus b cube is called the sum of two cubes because two cubic terms are being added together. This is the first cubic term. This is the second cubic term. So there are two cubic terms that are being added together. That is why we call it the sum of two cubes. So here is the formula that summarizes how to factor the sum of two cubes. We have a cube plus b cube equals a plus b. We multiplied it to a squared minus ab plus b squared. Now for the sum case, the binomial factor, this one, the binomial factor of the equation has a middle sign that is positive. In addition to the sum case, the middle sign of this trinomial factor will always be opposite to the middle sign of the given problem. Let us say the given problem is here. We have positive. The middle term is positive. Here in the trinomial factor, its middle sign will always be opposite. So the opposite of positive, we have negative. Alright. Now, let's have this quick review. Alright. Now, if you have 1 multiplied by 1, the result is 1. If you have 2, you multiplied it by 2, you get 4, and multiply it by 2, you get 8. Now if you have 3, multiplied it to itself 3 times, you get 27. The same with 4. If you multiplied it to itself 3 times, then you get 64. And then if you have 5, multiplied it to 5 3 times, then you get 125. If you have 6 times 6 times 6, the answer is 216. 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. And 8 times 8 times 8 is 512. Now, these numbers 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216, and so on and so forth, we call it perfect cube numbers. Now, what do you mean by perfect cube numbers? A perfect cube numbers is a product of 3 identical numbers, which means if you have a number, let's say for example you have 2, you multiplied it to itself 3 times, the answer is 8, so the number 8 is a perfect cube numbers. Alright, now let's go over some examples and see how the rules are applied. Let's have this. Example number 1. We have x cubed plus 27. Here, the problem is not written in the form that we want. It's because each term must be written as a cube. That is, an expression raised to a power of 3. Now the term with the variable x, this one, is okay. It's because it is raised to a power of 3. However, this 27 here should be taken care of. But obviously, we know that if you have 3 times 3, multiplied it again by 3, the answer is 27. Okay. Now, let's rewrite the original problem as sum of 2 cubes by finding its cube root or by simplifying it. Alright, let me erase this first. Alright. Now, if you have x cubed, its cube root is x. Okay, raised to cube plus the cube root of 27 is 3. Plus 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And then 3 equals. Now, if you already have this, then we can now apply the rule. Okay, this one will be our A, and this is our B. Alright, now A plus B, we have x plus 3. And then we close it. Close parenthesis, open parenthesis. Here, A squared. That means we multiply x to itself 2 times. So x times x, you have x squared minus A times B. Ibig sabihin, you multiply x and 3. X times 3 is 3x. Plus, we have here b squared. Our b here is 3. Multiply it to itself 2 times. You have 3 times 3. Then, the answer is 9. Close it. And this is our final answer. Okay, now let's move to the next example. Okay, we have here x cubed plus 8. The same with the previous example, the problem is not written in the form that we want because look at the terms. Each term must be written as a cube, that is an expression raised to the power of 3. However, only this term is raised to the power of 3, while this one should be taken care of. But we know that 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Alright. Now let's rewrite this. Rewrite this into the sum of 2 cubes by finding its cube root. Okay. The cube root of x cubed, which is x, and then cube, plus the cube root of 8, we have 2, and then you close it, raised to power of 3. Okay, after that one, we can now follow, or we can now apply the rule. Alright, put equals, so A plus B. This is now our A and our B. Okay, now we have A plus B, we have x plus 2. And then you close it, open parenthesis, we have a squared. Means we will multiply x to itself 2 times. So x times x, we have x squared minus a multiplied it to b. A times b, we have x times 2 becomes 2x plus b squared, which means we multiply 2 to itself 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Alright, and then close parenthesis. So this is now our answer. Okay, now let's go to the next example. We have here 27x cubed plus 1. Okay, the same with the previous examples. The first term is written in a cubic form. However, the second term should be taken care of. But we know that 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Alright, so let's solve this. Let's rewrite the expression into the sum of two cubes by finding its cube root. The cube root of 27x cubed, we have 3x. And then close it, raised to the power of 3 plus. By the way, what makes it 3x? It's because 3x times 3x, it's 9x squared. Multiply it again by 3x, it becomes 27x cubed. Alright, now the cube root of 1, we have 1 raised to the power of 3. Alright, after that we can now apply the rule. This one, the rule. Alright, this will be our A and our B. Okay, equals A plus B. We have 3x plus 1. Close, and then open parenthesis. We have A squared, which means we multiply 3x to itself 2 times. 3 times 3, you have 9. X times x, you have x squared. Minus A times B. Our A here is 3x times 1. Then we have 3x plus B squared. Our B here is 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. And then close it. And then that is now our final answer. Okay, let's move to the next example. We have here 27x cubed plus 64y cubed. So, all the terms are written in a cubic form. Okay, now, okay. Now, the square root of 27x cubed, we have 3x raised to the power of 3 plus the cube root of 64y cubed, we have 4y, and then you close it, raised to the power of 3. Okay, after that, we can use now our rule. This will be our A and our B. Okay, equals A plus B. Our A here is 3x plus 4y. Close and open parenthesis. A squared, which means 3x times 3x, we have 9x squared minus A times B. 3x times 4y. 3 times 4, you have 12. X times y, you have xy. Plus b squared. This is our b. 4 times 4, you have 16. And y times y, you have y squared. Oh my god. And then you close, and then that is now our final answer. Okay, example number 5. We have here 125x cubed plus 216. Now let's rewrite it into the sum of two cubes. The square root of 125x cubed is 5x. Close, raise it to the power of 3 plus the cube root rather, I think. Okay, the cube root of 216 is, we have 6. And then close, raise to the power of 3. After that one, we can follow now the rule. This is our A and this is our B. Okay, equals A plus B. We have 5x plus 6. Open and then close rather, and then open parenthesis, a squared, which means 5x times 5x, you have 25x squared minus a times b. So 5x times 6, 5 times 6, you have 30, and then x, and then b squared plus b squared. Our b here is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And then after that one, close it. And that will be now our final answer. Alright, example number 6. We have here 216 a cubed plus 125 b cubed. Okay, equals 216. The cube root of 216 is 6. And then we have here the variable a, close, raised to the power of 3 plus the cube root of 125 b cubed equals 5b, and then raised to cube. Okay, after that one, we can now follow the rule. This will be our a and our b. Okay, we have here a plus b. We have 6a plus 5b. Close it, and then open parenthesis, a squared. 6a times 6a, we have 36 a squared minus a times b, 6a times 5b. 6 times 5, you have 30. A times b, a b plus the square of 5b, you have 25b squared. And then you close it. That is now our final answer. Alright, example number 7. Now look at the given example. We have 3a plus 24a raised to 4b. Now, as you can see, the problem is not written in a cubic form. And sometimes, there are problems that may not appear to be factorable by sum of two cubes. So if you see something like this, let's try to take out the common factors. So in short, we will use first the common monomial factoring to get the GCF, the greatest common factor. Okay, as you can see, we have 3ab and 24a raised to the power of 4 and b. Its GCF here is 3, and then the variable we have a, we have b. The remaining factor we have 1 plus 8, okay, a cube, right? Okay, and then close. And then, as you can see, we have now this. We can easily solve this one using the difference, the sum of two cubes. So let us now solve it. Just copy 3ab and then a bracket, open parenthesis, the cube root of 1, we have 1, and then raised to the power of 3 plus the cube root of 8, a cube, we have 2a, and then close, raised to the power of 3, and then close it. Okay, so after that one, we can now apply the rule. This is our a, and this is our b. Okay, equals. Just copy the GCF. We have here 3ab, and then open parenthesis, a plus b. So 1 plus 2a, 2a, close it, and then open parenthesis, a squared. 1 times 1, we have 1, minus a times b. So 1 times 2a is 2a plus b squared. Our b is 2a. If we square it, it becomes 4a squared. Close it, and this is now our final answer. This is now our final answer. Alright, next example. We have here 2x. Okay, it's supposed to be cube. It's 2x cubed plus 16. Let me erase it. We will change it into cube. Okay, it is 2x cubed plus 16. Now, based from the given expression, we cannot solve it directly using the sum of two cubes. So first thing to do here is to find its GCF by solving the common monomial factoring. Okay, now the GCF of 2x cubed plus 16 is 2. Only 2. There is no variable. It's because 16 has no variable. So 2. So therefore, the remaining factor is x cubed plus 8. Close. Alright. As you can see, this one we can solve it now using the sum of two cubes. Okay, equals, copy the GCF, which is 2, bracket, open parenthesis. If you have x cube, its cube root is x, and then raised to the power of 3 plus the cube root of 8 is 2, and then close, raised to the power of 3, and then close. Okay, now we have here our a, this one, our a, and our b. After that, we can now apply the rule. Okay, now just copy the GCF2, and then a plus b, we have x plus 2, and then close, and then open parenthesis, a squared, therefore it is x squared minus a times b, we have 2x plus b squared plus 4, and then close. That is now our final answer. Alright, now it's your turn. You try to solve this expression, 343a cubed plus 64b cubed. You can leave your answer as comment below. Thank you for listening. I hope you understand something.